Turn around right there, dude. Turn around.
His name's Houston.
Walk him back. Put your hands on top of your head, bud.
He's good. Walk him back. Walk him.
You're under arrest.
I got him.
There's like 50 people there. What's going on?
We'll talk to you in a second, all right, man?
Dude, what are you doing with 7 dildos? They're scaring the cat.
Welcome back to Landvic. We hope you've got your popcorn ready because this is the moment you've been waiting for. In this Landvic exclusive, we're treating you to an unfiltered look inside the mind of a predator in the moments after his arrest. Without further ado, here's Houston in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what? Yeah, can we get around the cuffs?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, I got you.
Hi, is it Houston?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get you some water or other than like a snack or something like that?
I guess I'll be fine, whatever.
Is that good?
Take a seat.
Yeah, grab a seat right there. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, you're good.
Thanks.
Would you like some crackers, anything like that? Okay, I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna get you something. Okay, Houston?
Yes.
My name is Christian. Are you okay?
I have no idea what's going on.
I know this is probably a lot going on, and it sounds like from what I heard, there was like a lot of cops, maybe a lot of guns.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Is it an ice thing or?
Did they like fucking throw you to a wall or anything like that?
No.
Or nothing? Okay.
I just don't know what's going on.
Okay. Like I said, my name's Christian. I'm gonna be like completely upfront with you. We don't know a whole lot about what just transpired. We have a little bit of knowledge about what's happened in the last 24 hours, and that's where we're at.
Is this an ice thing or something? Because that was me on the internet.
ICE? Like federal agents ICE type stuff? No,
Okay.
we're not involved with ICE. We're
All
local
right.
law enforcement. Because you're in this building, it's a police facility, I have to read you your rights, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Does that all make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so our involvement so far, with the knowledge that we have, is that there was a individual, a girl named Sarah. Her mom found her phone. Sarah's not cooperating with us, and that's as far as we've gotten. Mom found some messages apparently. Mom was like very, very concerned, and then she called the cops, and that's where we're at.
Okay.
So,
Who's Sarah?
Sarah?
Like my friend Sarah Knights?
I don't know.
Her mom's dead, so...
Your mom is?
No. My friend Sarah's mom died like 2 years ago.
Okay. Okay. So do you, can you explain a little bit about what's going on today, what may have transpired? I'm here to help figure out as much as you can, so.
I had the evening free and I wanted to go to La Fermata, and I forgot how to get there. So I pulled over and was gonna punch in the address, and then I get surrounded by police, and I'm wondering if it was ICE.
Okay.
And
federal agents, like.
Yeah, because that's what I would see.
That's happening these days. Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I told you already. Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna take some too because I'm super thirsty.
I'm nervous.
There's audio visually recorded in the room. Just you're aware of that. La Fermata, what is that? Is that a restaurant?
It's a restaurant. I went there years ago. It's good steak, and things have been kind of shitty, and I wanted a good steak.
Okay. This is my partner,
Hi.
Casey. So I was just catching him up a little bit, just about, I said, hey, we're local law enforcement. He thought we were ICE, something. I was like, no, we're not ICE. Okay. So I said, we're local law enforcement. We are kind of acting on a, kind of a quick whim, like things turned around in the last 24 hours. We don't know exactly what took place, but there was a girl named Sarah. Her mom found her phone. Mom read some stuff. I don't know the extent of everything, but Mom was very concerned and then turned it over to the cops. Since then, he said he came down here to go to La Fermata. Yeah, which is a steak restaurant that he went to.
I think it's like Italian or French. I've been there a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you come here a few years ago, and then you just kind of having a bad day, you wanted to do it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Was that like your main plan for the day? Is that where you're not from Bremerton, are you?
No.
Or okay.
From Bainbridge.
You're from Bainbridge.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a long way for a steak.
Well, it was one of the best I ever had.
Okay.
And the other place had a really good steak. They got a new owner, and they're not that good anymore. Well,
Okay.
they're okay, but yeah.
I like your jacket, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm in the market for another jacket these days. So you don't know a person named Sarah?
I know. I have a boss named Sarah.
Okay.
But she's 45.
Okay.
My friend Sarah, she's 42.
Okay. So there's no person you can think of that might have been named Sarah, or any, does any of that ring any bells? Like, do you have questions regarding that? Like, if somebody said, there's a girl who said her mom found her phone. That's all.
I mean, my best friend Sarah, her mom's dead, so it can't be her.
Okay.
My boss Sarah, I think her mom's like 70 something. I don't know if I don't think they live together.
Okay.
But why would they find the phone and then I get arrested?
Well, so as far as we know, this girl named Sarah is 11 years old.
Okay.
And she's, maybe had some conversations with you.
I have not had conversations with 11-year-olds that I'm aware of.
11-year-olds you're aware of. Okay. Have you spoken to anybody that you've, in the last few, last hour, last day, last week? Is there anybody? You're saying you came here to get a steak for La Fermata. What was the conversation?
I was in a conversation with a girl named Brenda on Hinge.
Okay.
But she's like 30 something.
Okay.
And I was hoping to go out tomorrow night, but I haven't heard back from her on that one.
Is she from Bremerton or Silverdale too?
No, she's Lake Stevens or Everett or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So none of this makes any sense to you right now?
No.
This is all completely...
And I'm very freaked out.
Okay. if I got pulled out of a car with like guns in my face, I would be very freaked out too. So
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
okay.
Felt like I was gonna find a kilo of drugs in my trunk or something. But
Okay.
Yeah.
No weapons in your car. No drugs in your
I
car.
don't have weapons. I don't do drugs.
Okay.
No kilo.
No, I hope
Okay.
not.
Nice leather jackets and nice sweaters, and like, and apparently some guy said you had a pretty nice car too. That's what I
I
heard.
got it for $1,200 at auction. So
For real?
yeah,
That's crazy.
I'd pull the dent out of the back and put a new taillight in. But
Okay. So, we don't know anyone named Sarah, and you said you're talking to somebody on Hinge, maybe?
Yeah, a girl named Brenda. She's from Peru.
Okay.
She makes was it sea moss leather?
Okay.
She was pretty. We were supposed to go out last week, but the flooding made it so she couldn't leave wherever she was.
What does she look like? I mean, it's
Brown hair, tan skin.
like a Peruvian?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So like a
Still,
Latina.
she's from like a fishing village. Peruvian seafood's like my favorite.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. All right. Yeah. So none. And those were your plans for the day. You don't have. I mean, do you have any enemies anybody that would like have an issue with you, or people that would try to set you up? Or
I have a
something like that?
lot of enemies.
Okay. Can you explain that? Like.
I have a stalker named Rick Reinierson.
Okay.
He's been harassing me for 9 years now.
Okay.
I've tried to get restraining orders against him.
Okay.
But he like lives in a van and no one can ever serve him.
Oh, so he's homeless and you guys have
Well,
to serve him to get the orders?
I don't know if he's home. He's a retired Air Force dude. He lives in like one of those Mercedes RV things.
Okay.
And he has like websites about me. He makes YouTube videos about me.
Oh, that's like a real enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's been going on like on Twitter. When I was trying to get a restraining order a couple years ago, he posted about me 40-something thousand times in a single year.
Yeah. I don't have anybody that would talk shit to
He
me like
hates
that.
me more than anything. And it's all because I kicked him off of a community Facebook group for harassing someone else. And just like,
Okay.
I mean,
Retaliation.
And you said his name is Rick.
Rick
what?
Reinierson.
Reinierson.
Richard Lee Reinierson.
How old is Richard?
Maybe 50?
Okay.
Fuck, this Rick. He's been trying to like get someone to kill me. He's been trying
Oh my
to do these
gosh.
things to me for years.
Damn. Okay. So in the event that Richard Reinierson hates you and wants to ruin your life,
Yeah.
have you seen him recently?
No, I have not seen him in person probably since 2016, 2017, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But he like nonstop.
Okay.
He has like a what do you call it, a Reddit page called Houston Wade Lies.
Oh sure. Okay.
I post to it all the time, and
Would we find that if we?
oh yeah, probably just under Houston Wade Lies.
Okay.
And if you search me, you'll either get my own YouTube videos or you'll get like documentaries he's made about me.
Okay.
And
You see there's a Reddit page
yeah,
called Houston Wade. Okay.
yeah.
And he comments on your YouTube. You said?
No, I blocked him from all that stuff. But you'll find my YouTube videos. I do like little hour-long question sessions every day.
Okay.
People ask me questions about
Very
stock
cool.
markets, politics,
Yeah.
current events,
Yeah.
baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you play baseball ever? Or?
I played in college and very briefly pro until my elbow exploded.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I played college football. It was a very short stint until my ankle exploded.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you didn't see you've not seen him or anybody else that you thought was suspicious like today, yesterday,
No,
last
I've not
week?
seen that guy in years. I just have to deal with him on the internet all the time.
Okay. Can you walk me through like how your day started and then like how we ended up here tonight, like sitting in this chair?
Slept in because my day off. I messaged a guy who's hiring me to be like an executive salesperson for a company startup that he's at, and trying to get an information packet from him so I could start doing that.
Okay.
didn't hear back from him about picking up today.
Okay.
Hung out with the dog and cat, and it's like I want to get steak, I don't want to get laid.
Yeah.
So I came to Bremerton,
Mhm.
hoping to find somebody I can get laid and get a steak, because it's been a while and it's been a really shitty couple months.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay. So what was your plan? Like, were you just gonna go to a bar or something like that? Or,
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
Bremerton. There's always like a Navy wife who's,
Yes, we do have. The Nimitz just returned, so.
oh shit. Well,
See.
that probably wouldn't. I'd have a good steak anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you slept in, you're hanging out with your animals, you get in your car, you.
And I
come
went to
straight-
Jiffy Lube because
Okay.
the car needed a oil change,
Okay.
and checked into a hotel in Silverdale, hoping to
Okay.
have a soiree,
Okay.
and now I'm here,
Okay.
and I'm freaked out.
And there was nobody, like, you're not on Tinder, you weren't already chatting with somebody
I
that you were gonna
was chatting with Brenda,
with Brenda.
but that's for maybe at some point. I mean, it got postponed and then flooding, and then I was hoping maybe tomorrow, but I don't think anything's gonna happen now. I think whatever's going on is gonna take up my week.
And Brenda's from the east side of the state or something?
No, she's like Stevens or.
Oh, okay. All right. And it's, you guys were chatting on Hinge?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still chatting on Hinge?
Well, she hasn't returned my messages in a couple of days, so I might have been ghosted.
Oh, okay.
But I'd asked about tomorrow, and I heard back.
And that was the only, like, you guys weren't, like, texting or using Snapchat or something like that? Okay. Anybody else you might have been talking to in any way, shape, or form, using anything?
I mean, I get like 300 messages a day from my YouTube viewers.
Oh, it must be pretty popular then.
I mean, there's a few guys who watch me a lot.
Okay.
And they send me like articles all day long so that I can read them, and then when I do my show, I
Okay.
can answer their questions.
Okay.
I got. Who else I talked to today? Well, yesterday I wished my friend a birthday. The day before that was my sister's birthday, so I wished her a happy birthday.
Mhm.
My roommate messaged me and asked me to get her bicycle out of the rain. I said totally do that, and I forgot to do that.
Mhm.
So now I feel really shitty. Outside of that, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we'll keep trying to talk to Mom a little bit, but can you tell me all about your, like, your online presence? About, like, I guess, is it just Hinge as an app that you're, like, kind of looking for love in? or-
Well, I'm on Hinge and Bumble, but Bumble hasn't really
I haven't heard
produced
about
anybody
Bumble in a
written
minute.
back.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Is
think there are like just really hot bots on Bumble.
it really hot?
Yeah, you match with them and then you never hear back.
Like an AI thing or
Yeah,
something like
I don't know. Seems like they're way too hot and like overall to be real.
that? Okay.
You know.
So you've never heard of Sarah. You don't know who she is. You don't know who this mother is who would be trying to say these things.
No.
Okay. Can you tell me about your Hush account?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Hush is?
Is that a dating app?
I believe so.
I don't think I'm on a dating app called Hush.
Okay. Is this your dog?
Yeah, that's Monkey Butt.
Monkey Butt.
Yeah.
And then is this you?
Yeah, that's me.
Have you ever seen this photo before?
No.
Never?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
So you don't know what Hush is,
No.
and you've never seen that photo before.
That one? That's the Sarah?
Mhm.
This is Sarah, obviously. No.
Sarah with an H.
No.
Okay. Do you have any other apps that you're aware of that you use?
I use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. 2 dating apps. I mean, there's like bank apps and Expedia and Travelocity and let's see here. Okay.
Are you a teacher, Houston?
I was in the past.
Where'd you teach?
I taught. I was the math and science department for a while at the Art Institute of Seattle. And then I taught for a little bit at Seattle Film Institute. And I taught for a little bit, all adjunct at Everett College, but it's been like 4 years. What's the last time I taught? 3 years. 2022. Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Does the phrase "the best part about teaching is the students" ring any bells with you?
No.
Does the name authority figure mean anything to you?
No.
Do you have a Kick account?
Is Kick the video app?
It's like a chatting / video.
No.
No? You don't have a Kick?
No, when I stream to YouTube and I stream to Twitch. I opened a TikTok account, but I haven't done anything with that. I don't know. There's a dude that I saw had a Kick video thing. He made a huge, kind of like a contract with them, and they crashed his Ferrari. That's the thing I know about Kick. Or his Lamborghini.
Okay.
Live on video, and then what we're talking about was like live on Kick. That's how I know Kick.
So how would I have these photos of you and your dog?
I don't know. I mean, I'm on the internet. That's me, and that's Monkey Butt. Yeah.
Does the username "the captain" mean anything to you?
No.
Okay.
I think years ago I used Captain Champion on a dating app on OkCupid.
OkCupid.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was Captain Champion. I haven't used that one in a long time.
So, I mean, we got some pretty interesting shots here, Houston.
Okay.
Going from the Hush app back in September, transferring to the Kick app,
Okay.
who's the captain. You know, we talk a little bit about the things that we're into, being a student, dorks, reading, pigtails. We talk about our hobbies. And then we have photos of you being sent. We have photos of your dog being sent. You go to the hotel. It sounds like, were you setting up for anything? Was there anything specific you were trying to meet?
No, I was hoping to get laid tonight.
But just in a random way.
Yeah.
And what brings you to the skate park?
Where's the skate park?
I guess that's a good question. Where's the skate park?
I don't know.
Okay. So when you parked your car, you said you were just sitting there waiting for.
No, I was gonna punch in La Fermata.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were just driving around looking for La Fermata.
I knew it was a Minette, and I couldn't remember exactly where. So I think I got in there last time was from the Minette Bridge and over. But
Okay. And you've never had any conversations on the Kick app as the captain speaking to someone named Sarah?
not that I'm aware.
And you've never seen that photo before?
This one, no.
Yes.
But that's Monkey Butt and that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Detective Trust, do you have any Questions?
Yeah, when was the last time you went to La Fermata?
2014 or 15? It's been a long time, like a decade. Yeah.
Long time. Okay. So you said you pull over to the side of a road.
Yeah.
Do you know like the area that you were at?
I know it was in Manette,
Okay.
but I'm not here very often. I think the last time I came through Manette was for a Kopi Christmas party at a bowling alley that was somewhere around where I was.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you like? You just pull over real quick, or like how long did you pull over for a look?
I pulled it for a minute and.
To look at your La Fermata.
Yeah, I mean, no, I hadn't gotten to that point yet because there's like, whenever I open my phone, there's like 55 messages from my YouTube viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So I get distracted and I do that. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I got pulled over. I thought, like my first thought was, oh, I'm too close to that curb, so I'm probably gonna get a ticket. And I was like, I want to be here a second. And then there was like 500 people. So
You think we're gonna roll up on you for like a traffic incident? You think that many?
Well, I only saw the one lights at first.
Sure.
And then when they pulled me out, there's like 20 dudes with long rifles.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, Trump hates me.
It's coming for you, man. Yeah.
Well,
And you guys said mean things on the internet, and
Mm.
now I'm here, and now I'm freaked out. And
did you figure out how far away La Fermata was from you?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
I think it's like just up the block.
Okay. 'Cause it closed down last year.
Okay, well, now one's gonna find it then. All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you have any hobbies? Like good hobbies that you like to do? Other than it sounds like you play baseball or something like that.
I read a lot. I ski when I can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
I would go sailing with my dad when he had a sailboat. Camp. I like to prospect. I like to recycle like electronics into gold and silver in my garage. Walk my dog.
Okay.
Binge watch shows. Tinker on the car when it's not pissing rain outside and I have time to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess the conversation is, we're not. Look, we've read the Hush chats. We know that it goes from Hush and it goes to Kick.
Okay.
We've read the Kick chats. We know that you're having a conversation with somebody. We know that you had a little bit of a plan to meet, and we know that you weren't trying to pressure anybody into anything. So we're not worried about you like forcing your will onto somebody.
I'm
just
not
trying to
to
understand.
force anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm not having conversations with anyone about tonight or otherwise.
Okay.
I was hoping to have a good steak, find a Navy wife, clean out some cobwebs.
Okay.
But here I am.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a little bit of break.
Okay.
Drink some water.
All right.
We'll be back.
Jeffrey has kids. I have no idea what his kids' are names. Who has kids? Who else I work with have kids?
Memories coming back, photos.
No, I'm trying to think about anyone's kids I know.
I didn't see your hand before I came in here, but
Sorry.
check the steps. I came in a little late.
I'm not remembering any names that are in the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
I'm trying to go through all the people who I worked with who have kids. I don't think any of them. Her name's Sarah. Really, I don't know all their names.
Well, I may have misspoke. It was actually like the name, I guess the account was, it's Sarah 000001, something like that, I guess a username.
Okay.
And I may have also misspoke, just like Pulse of Life. Is that something that rings any bells with you? Handles.
That was like a username? No.
Or like a handle, something like that.
No.
Okay.
I've been thinking about what you were saying, right? About like it's kind of weird how you're just pulled over the side of the road, trying to check on some stuff, but you get kind of busy because you get a lot of stuff on your phone,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden, ICE comes out, right? Or what you thought was,
Yeah.
right?
One I thought was just like because I was parked too close to the curb.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you and I both know that's not what police do, right? Like, you don't have 15 guns
no.
ready to rock for someone who's parked too close to a curb, right?
No, that's
You've never seen that in a
after
video.
the guy came out the window and told me to get out, then that
Right.
was when I thought.
Yeah.
But
So if we're being like reasonable about this, right?
yeah.
And I was there, right? I was
Okay.
there on scene. How would I know exactly where you're at the exact same time
I don't know.
that you pull up?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think it's because we just randomly saw that car parked? Because there's a car parked in front of you, wasn't there?
Well, I pulled in behind someone. Yeah.
Okay. Did any other car on that street get flagged down or lights and sirens or anything, or anyone pulled out of the car on that street?
Not
So there's a bunch of people on that street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was parked. I mean, I don't know. I was parked close to the curb, so that's why. I was like, I got a little car. I might go get away with it for a couple minutes.
Would you think it'd be unreasonable for the police to do that?
Well, yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So we have to also be reasonable with how we enforce the law.
Oh, well, yeah, I
Right.
totally understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something that happens.
No.
So again, how would I know exactly where you're at? A couple minutes after you park.
I don't know.
We're just playing like devil on the shoulder here, just like if you
I know.
if you could recall, like, hey, put yourself in our shoes. How would we just like randomly show up in a?
I don't. I mean, I didn't feel that. Like at first, I thought it was random, but then when I saw everyone, I thought ICE. And then I thought maybe the guys at the lube place put a kilo in my trunk.
At
Like,
Jiffy Lube?
Okay.
Is it feeling random now?
I'm trying to work my way around it. That's me. That's Monkey Butt. That's for sure. That's the Winslow Mall.
In Bainbridge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. But you're okay with like tech, right?
Man,
Like I'm a tech guy, computer guy.
I'm
You do.
I'm okay at it. I mean, fuck up shit all the time on my show, and people think it's hilarious.
Okay.
But
You're messing around with like stocks or crypto or anything?
stocks, I've talked a lot about stocks on my show.
Okay. Right.
I hate crypto.
Same. Lost some money on crypto.
I just hate the idea of it.
Options?
Yeah, I play options.
Yeah.
I lose a lot of money on options.
Seems like you gotta lose a little bit to kind of start getting the hang of it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, in my experience.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, so you know that, like, what would you use it on your phone? Use like a phone, like a Robinhood on your phone guy, or you like real deal stock guy, computer,
I just
whole 9 yards?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not like throwing charts up and like watching graphs and watching trends and all that?
I've joked that the TA is astrology for dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A little more targeted, right? Like, so when you would use something, right?
Yeah.
And so we're asking you about your apps that you use.
Yeah.
And you gave us a couple, right?
Yeah.
Well, when you log in those apps and use those apps, your IP address is used with that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you use like a NordVPN.
Yeah.
Right?
I've Nord on my phone. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, a lot of times you were using a VPN
Yeah.
when you were communicating with Sarah.
I wasn't.
There was a couple
communicating with
times
Sarah.
that you weren't,
Yeah.
and that's how we got an IP address for Bremerton Island for you.
Okay.
So that's why I say that because
Yeah.
we're not just guessing here. We're not
Yeah.
just like we're not going to be like shady about it, right? We're trying to be upfront,
Yeah.
and like we said, we don't think that there's any pressuring. We're not saying you're like we're looking for the boogeyman,
Okay.
right? I don't think you're the boogeyman.
Okay.
Right, so we're just trying to have an open air conversation. We intercepted this thing. We're still waiting to hear back from people who are on the other side, talking to them.
Okay.
We're trying to open the air up.
All right.
We're shooting for honesty.
I know.
That's what we're
Yeah.
shooting for. It's in your best interest. It's in our best interest. It helps everybody involved.
I'm just currently freaked out and trying to process what the hell is going on, because this is going way different than my evening I had planned. Well,
What
I
did
could
you
say-
have
I
planned?
have an evening planned, but really it was more shot in the dark. But
You did have some evenings planned, though. You had, like,
well, I mean, it was more get out of the house, get laid, and that's not happening. So
what I think what my partner was trying to, excuse me, what my partner was trying to eloquently put
yeah,
was that when it came to your NordVPN,
yeah.
you fucked up some of the times.
I don't understand.
There were,
Like-
most of the time,
Yeah.
you had your VPN, you had some things blocked. You had a few times where you didn't. And our warrants to kick explain that.
I don't have.
We're looking at IP addresses, man. Like,
Okay.
we're not just coming for random
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
there's locations that go straight to your home,
Yeah.
to the church just north of your home, and to the school just south of your home. Like, why would I know the ins and outs of the property around your home?
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty easy to find me.
Sure. Because you have enemies and your YouTube presence and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And my address gets posted all the time, but
You what?
my address gets posted all the time.
Like doxers?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay. You mentioned a hotel. Where did you go again?
Silverdale,
Hotel in Silverdale.
Quality Inn.
Did you leave anything there? Did you? put
Yeah, I
anything
left
there?
some sexy stuff there because I was hoping to have a rumble tonight, but
So you brought some what sexy stuff?
toys and lube and condoms and stuff.
Toys and lube and condoms.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah,
You were really hoping for a good time.
yeah.
Okay. So hold
In
on.
my experience, Navy wives are freaky.
And you you were not talking to somebody specifically, or you were just gonna
No,
go out?
I was gonna troll, hit steak, go to was the horse and plow.
Horse and plow, horse
Yeah.
and cow.
Horse and cow. That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You were gonna go to the horse cow, just try to flirt with some
Yeah.
unsuspecting, sexy
But
mama,
now
and try
knowing
to.
that the ship just came in, it wasn't gonna happen at all.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have.
So
So that seems like a lot of even in my single days,
Yeah.
when I was in my 20s, if I was going to try to hook up with somebody, I usually didn't have a backpack full of sex shit.
Yeah.
Or is that what you're describing to me?
Well, I had a backpack, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like condoms, lube,
Toys. Yeah.
What kind of toys?
Vibrators and
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, man.
Yeah.
And then just like praying to the stars.
What app were you using again
For dating?
to talk to the Navy wives or?
Oh, we're talking about new apps for that.
Okay.
No, that's just in person.
You're just gonna try to go look for someone,
Yeah.
a Navy wife somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you were talking to Brenda though today, or tonight?
No, I've been conversing with her for like the last couple of weeks. We were supposed to do a date last week, but that fell through because of the flooding. And then I asked about going tomorrow. I hadn't heard back yet.
I thought earlier you said the only girl you were currently talking to today was Brenda.
Yeah, we're talking to her just the last couple weeks, yeah.
Okay.
I started conversations with 2 ladies today, I believe. Never heard back from them, or maybe I have. I don't have my phone.
Who
No.
were they?
People, two ladies I matched with on Hinge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when are we going to hang out now that you're back? I'll try to figure out my mom's work schedule. She should have a weekend shift soon. Excellent. I'm excited to spend time with you. Same. What do you want to do? I guess we can go on a date of sorts, lunch/dinner, do some hanging out after, ... That could be fun. Anything else? Well, I'm sure that hanging out will cover a lot of anything else. I want to do a lot of naughty things with you when we finally get the chance to spend some time together. We can experiment, see what you like to do. But, like, what are you thinking of trying? I just don't want to be surprised. Well, we'll go as far as you want. Make out, heavy petting for sure. It's like a grandpa term. There's no need for anything more than what you feel comfortable with. If you want to experience your first orgasm, red flag, or more, you'll let me know. If you don't, then you'll tell me. Stand by. I'm more experienced, so I'm always ready for more. You're not experienced, so you may be apprehensive about what you want to do, and I will respect that. What do you want us to do? She says she trusts him. What's the best way for me to experience an orgasm? For your first time, clitoral stimulation. It will blow your mind.
This is really uncomfortable.
Everything will be different. I mean, it'd be uncomfortable if a cop was reading back something I wrote.
Yeah. Well, not me.
But women can experience orgasms in multiple ways. Clitoris, G-spot, C-spot, breasts, anal, most. Most women can even think themselves to orgasm, as it doesn't even take physical contacts. As what happens in a woman's brain during climax is so much more different than a man. I don't know that there is anything special. Do you want to? I don't want it to be all about me. Your first time should always be about pleasure. Men are super easy to please, but if you want to explore me, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure you're curious. I personally get all my pleasure from seeing you lose all control because of how you feel good, and most women go their entire lives without knowing it's possible to feel this good. Oh, I got a present for you when we finally do get to spend the day together. What is it? Oh, it's a surprise, one you'll really, really like. I'm hoping to unwrap you like a present. Have you figured out when you'll be able to sneak away? Nothing. Dude, you're killing me. The evidence is like astounding.
Okay.
It's coming for you, and I'm trying to have a conversation, man.
I understand.
Okay.
It's not a whodunit,
Okay.
right? It's just, we just want to know. We just want to understand what the context is and what's going on,
I have
right?
no idea.
But we do, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's very clear. We've kind of roadmapped it out for you a little bit, haven't we?
Okay.
Right? There's some pieces of evidence that like we can't make up. Like I can't make up your IP address, right? I have no clue what your IP address would be.
I have no clue what my IP address is.
Right. So when we get that back, and we identify it to you.
Yeah.
Well, like, we don't just pick somebody out of a hat and be like, yeah, let's just see what's going on here, right? And then we're intercepting these chats, and you're the person who, who shows up in the car.
With your picture that you sent her. With another picture that you held up and wrote her name because she didn't think you were real. We have that photo, dude.
I have no idea what's going on.
You don't want to acknowledge what's going on, or you don't know what's going
I
on?
don't know what's going on.
Do you think you would end up on the Bainbridge Island bad list?
The page I created? Yeah.
You do.
Something like this? Yes.
You think Michael Laney would approve of this?
He's the Disney dude. I mean, it's something he would do, yeah. But
You think we're getting another notch in the Bainbridge list with the Houston Wades and the Michael Laneys and the Epsteins and the Trumps of the world?
I'm currently freaked out beyond comprehension right now. So
Just another, wealthy, you got 22,000 followers, brother. Like,
I'm
you're
not
making some
wealthy.
coin.
No, I'm not. I make like $1,200 a month off YouTube.
Another established Bainbridge Island man using his position, power, influence to go for
I'm working
a single
restaurant.
an 11-year-old girl who, by the way, told you. She said, "I'm 11." You said, Are you a bad student?" She said, "I'm in 6th grade, so we'll see." We know that you acknowledge that. We know that you're aware of it. We know that you saw a photo that cannot be mistaken for a teenager, for a young lady,
I don't know.
for anyone in their 20s. Just another Bainbridge Island dude who wants to come down to our single low-income Bremerton and take advantage of a vulnerable girl because he thinks he can get away with it.
No. No. I mean, I know I gotta do like the pressure thing. I get that, but no.
It's no pressure, man. It's literally, it's just facts.
Yeah.
We're just telling you exactly what we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think, is it Veronique would approve of what you're doing now?
My dead fiance. She'd be freaked out by this too. Yeah.
Do you think she would be happy with what the choices you've made since her passing?
For the most part, yeah.
Interesting.
But what's going on right now, freak her out. It's freaking me out.
Okay.
I know that your head's probably spinning, right?
It's
It's spinning. You're not sure what to say, how to get out of this, how to back yourself out of this one. There's not really a back out option. right?
I'm sensing from what you're telling me that whatever's going on, I'm absolutely screwed. So
Well, we just want some honesty. That
probably
looks-
need an attorney right now. So let's get one of those.
Okay. You're invoking your right for an attorney.
I'm invoking my right for an attorney.
Sounds good.
So
Okay. Well, just so you know, I'm not asking you any more questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make the statement that I have studied you at length for over a month,
okay.
and you're not better than Trump.
Okay.
You're not better than Epstein.
Okay.
Yeah. You have any other questions for us?
No, I just need an attorney, I guess.
Okay. Am I logged? Oh.
I'll be right back. sure you don't have anything in your hands? Or you just... Oh, it's just your water bottle.
I'm just...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fidgeting,
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, okay.
Move with you in a little bit.
We hope you're enjoying watching Houston sweat in the hot seat. While he's letting it all sink in, please take a moment to like and subscribe, share with a friend, and leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Can Houston wiggle his way out of this one?
Hey man.
Hello.
I'm your chauffeur again.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you stand up, face that way, and I'm gonna put you in handcuffs, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and separate your hands, thank you.
Houston, your wallet, chopstick, and some change, receipt will go with you, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a watch on at all?
No.
Just 1 second.
Sorry.
Alright.
Alright, going?
Yep.